But all too often, there are no men. For men are incarcerated, men are drunk, and many men are chasing men.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
If you're familiar with the note that this video began with, then you know it came from a struggling artist who was not very self-assured in his rapping skills, starting a very familiar early 90s song rapping, "In the time of the chimpanzees, I was a monkey, butane in my veins and I'm out to cut the junkie, with the plastic eyeballs, spray paint the vegetables, dog food stalls with the beefcake pantyhose." The 1993 song Loser by Beck starts in the chorus, "Soy un perdedor." Spanish translation of, I'm a loser.
There's a spectrum of these dudes that genuinely in their heart have a ton of, I'm not even gonna call it hate, it's insecurity.
What do you think the challenge is that women are having, black women in particular, when it comes to becoming a wife?
Keeping it 100,
yes.
There's not enough eligible black males who fit the needs of black women.
It's animosity, envy, real talk. It's not even bullies. Golgito, you would think it's bullies.
By the time you dissect the demographics of finances, sexual orientation, what you end up drilling down into, because black women tend to want to marry black men.
Right.
And some of that is in the spectrum, but it's not bullies. It's actually the opposite, I would feel. I've come to find that many of my black male, red pill adjacent critics, they're not bullies.
So black women are excelling. They're getting accelerated degrees, graduate degrees, doctorate degrees. They're starting businesses.
My kids are in the other room.
Black women are running circles around men.
They're fucking losers. I'm a loser, baby. You know what I'm saying? They're lames. Why don't you kill me? The wing of our government that wears their fascism on their sleeve, that brands themselves, has recognized that there is a crack in the armor if we can get gender wars bullshit popping online. If we can get black men talking bad about black women, we can use that to kill them all.
I'm not one to speak a lot about a gender war or any of that stuff, but I think if there is this kind of back and forth going on, I think the easiest way for us to deal with it is just to accept that us as black men are losers.
You are one pathetic loser.
And Satan has a bullseye on men. On men. The devil is working as hard as he can to feminize our men. Satan is doing all that he can to empty our homes of men. Some of the most beautiful women in the world, African-American sisters, educated, hardworking, beautiful, dedicated, and yet they are amongst the most unmarried women in the world. And that's not because there's anything wrong with them, but all too often there are no men. For men are incarcerated, men are drunk, and many men are chasing men. Satan is working, y'all don't hear me. Satan is out to try and destroy men in general. But I see what Satan is trying to do in our community.
Saving all your foodstuffs and burning down the trailer park. I'll tell you what love is. Love is sharing, caring, commitment.
Preach on, Tommy.
This speech from Tommy on Martin, "You ain't got no job, Tommy," is a beautiful speech, and it reminds us when times were simpler.
Before the dark time.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I am not being submissive. If you want to be with me, you need to be the provider. You need to be the protector. You need to make sure my hair is done, my nails done, my feet are done. Look at my yard. I need my grass cut every single week.
I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. Listen, if you are paying all your bills by yourself, no help, lights, gas, oil, mortgage.
Love is two souls joined together as one.
School your boy. Don't worry about how many bodies I got. That's the past. God knows my heart.
Cell phone bill, car insurance, car note, whatever it may be.
I'm not finna be cooking. I'm not finna be cleaning. All that is your responsibility.
Love is flowers for no reason.
If you paying all those bills, fronting them by yourself, you are single.
Me and my kids are a package deal. Trust me, if you don't want it, somebody else will.
Look at God. Love is telling her all the things she wants to hear until you get the draw.
Loser.
If we can get black men talking bad about black women, they're fucking losers.
And my time is a piece of wax falling on the termite who's choking on the splinters.
For those of us that can remember the 90s, the time of Beck, before we got, can you pay my bills, can you pay my cell phone bills? If you do, then maybe we can chill. I don't think you do, so me and you were through. Or the No Scrubs music. There was a time where the joke that Tommy made fell on both sides because some guys were getting it in without getting romantically involved, and there were others that were still trying to be romantic. But on the whole, it was a reminder that dating used to be fun. And now, even with people as pronounced as F.D Signifier essentially saying that this quote-unquote gender war is a one-way aggression from black guys to black women, I guess, it takes all of the fun out of what dating really should be. And if you don't believe how simple dating can actually be, don't believe me. Believe this simpleton.
Look at what husband's doing. Hold on, let me move that. Yo, he's cooking for us. Say hey, babe.
With some rice.
Noodles.
There are plenty of people that will see this TikTok and make jokes about it, but the thing to remember at the end of it is that these are two people that are happy together, which essentially is what dating was supposed to be all along. It's two people finding a way to get through life and enjoying each other's company as they go through the ups and downs of what life brings to us. And in this environment where half of us are being told that we're toxic, that we're what's wrong with everything, and
some of the most beautiful women in the world, African American sisters, educated, hardworking, beautiful, dedicated, and yet they are amongst the most unmarried women in the world. And that's not because there's anything wrong with them.
I feel sorry for the younger guys because they've been inundated with this for the entirety of social media. There is no fun, especially when we're all, as guys, just supposed losers.
They're fucking losers.
With lyrics like, someone came in saying I'm insane to complain about a shotgun wedding and a stain on my shirt. Don't believe everything you breathe. You get a parking violation and so shave your face with some mace in the dark, saving all your food stamps, burning down the trailer park. Yo, cut it. Chorus did very well for Beck. What's funny about the story of Beck writing the song Loser was that at the time he was homeless, and not only did he feel like a loser, but he was living a life to where it could be said that you're trying to be a songwriter, singer, you can't rap, you're just a loser. But it was that difficulty that had him write a song where he was talking about termites choking on splinters. Strange for us today, but at the time, it worked out just right for him. But would he have written the same song if he were already famous and people were calling him a loser? Or he were already competent, doing well in life, he had established himself, and he were still a loser? Or would we have gotten a more straightforward song that would not have been nearly as artistic or abstract? We now know that the majority of black men have never been incarcerated, are not alternative lifestyles, do not have multiple baby mothers. In fact, most black men don't have any children at all, are tax-paying citizens that go to work and come home and don't cause any trouble. And yet still, when this group of men raises their voice and say, hey, we have some concerns about the modern dating market, the term loser and toxic masculine come up. When this is a group of men that simply would like to do whatever other man does, start a family, be revered in his household, and simply be respected. But if this group of men is going to be called losers, the people calling this group of men have to understand the most shocking, if not powerful thing that this group of men can do. Accept that you are a loser, and then dare the people calling you a loser to do something more than call you names. Because if this group of men is cool with being called losers, and they don't care what names you call them, then there's simply nothing you can do to affect their behavior. And you'll have to sit and watch as they go pair up with other young ladies who are happy to eat SpaghettiOs and ramen noodles with those men. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.